Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses sing on it.
Hot dog.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
Hey, welcome to Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, the host of the show. And today we've got something on quite different from anything we've ever had before. It's a dance troupe known as Beyondance. So I guess there's more than dance. And in fact, in this first piece, we'll be seeing Colleen McCardle perform something called Z-Brain. I think you'll like it.
This is the human body, God's most miraculous creation, a mystery to man. Think. Plan out what you're going to say before you say it. Be logical. Be analytical. Be mathematical. Colleen, did you finish your math homework? Well, I started doing my math homework, and then Tracy called me, and she had this really big, long story about her husband, and then after I got off the phone with her, I had this great idea, and I started to paint, and I painted all night, and I painted my room, and I never got to finish my math homework. Well, good evening. We'd like to welcome you to the left side of Colleen's brain. Over here, we've been doing a lot of busy thinking about some very important issues. Well, among top priorities, what Colleen's going to be doing for the rest of her life. Well, we can always audition for Broadway, or try and get into a modern dance company, or teach. The possibilities are so endless. There's so many exciting jobs out there. And speaking of jobs, presently we're employed at a health club. This has brought about a lot of thinking of exercise and nutrition, and it's such an inspiration to know that if I'm somewhere doing it, Cher's somewhere doing it too. Of course, the world today as it is something we've been doing a lot of thinking about. Well, with the healthcare crisis and homelessness, AIDS in the environment, I want the world to be a better place to live in. I want peace for all humanity. I want to cure world hunger. I want to sing Kumbaya with my old college friends. I want to hang out and sell Girl Scout cookies. As far as safe sex is concerned, I've got that covered. I only date fat, obnoxious, rude, crude, balding men who drive Yugos. I figure how much safer can it get? Cher says excuses don't make a great body, exercise does. How's this for an excuse? How about I don't have $30,000 for liposuction? Z-Brain on relationship. You are the sweetest, most wonderful guy in the whole world. You're such a good friend, you're such a good listener, you're such a jerk. I can't believe half the stuff you do to me. You call me up at the last minute to go out. You show up to pick me up late. You invite me over to your house. You're watching football, and you completely ignore me till it's over and over again. I tell everyone how much I love you. And when I look into your deep, dark eyes, it's so thrilling. You're so sex is about as exciting as bean dip. I wish someone would light a fire under your butt, all in all. I do love you, and I think it's cute the way you call me your little girlfriend. And I refer to you as my modern 90s relationship with a pseudo-significant other because I don't think this is going to work. Z-Brain on dance. I like ballet the best because it's the most exact, the most disciplined of all art forms. There's 5 positions and everything comes from those 5 positions. And I know that after I do my 32 fouette turns, I land like this. And after I run and leap into the prince's arms, I land like this. The only unpredictable thing is I never know what color tutu I'm going to get to wear when I do it. Modern dance, on the other hand, is completely unpredictable. You never know what I'm going to do next. and I can do absolutely anything I want and get away with it by calling it art. When I'm to perform the ballet, I always know who I am, who I'm going to be. I'm a nutcracker, I'm a sugar plum fairy, I'm a dying swan. But when I perform modern dance, I'm always trying to say something with my movement. What am I trying to say with this gesture? What am I trying to say? What is my message? What is my message? What is my message? This is the human body.
Wonderful. Thanks for coming on Horses Sing None of It, Colleen.
We are having a great time here.
All right.
This is very different for us. Fun.
Yes, we must say this is a totally unique experience. The techies are all, have gone to all kinds of extremes to get us set up here. And I really enjoy that piece.
Thank you. I'm going to go get changed.
You're going to go get changed? Okay. Here I am by myself. Are you coming on the...
I'll help you, Ralph.
Joanne Jones.
Yes, Joanne Stoggart Jones.
You are also, you co-founded, co-directed.
With Colleen of Beyondance, and about 11 years ago, I founded Beyond the New Jersey Turnpike with Arhanus Bell, and that was the parent company. And Arhanus has left us, and Colleen and I picked up and changed the name, and actually to reflect Colleen's addition to the company, which was a lot of theater, facial, narration, much more than just lyrical dance or modern dance. So we're hoping the name reflects that.
Yes, I think so. And what got you into the dance mode? What was there a thing when you were a kid or as you grew up that suddenly you said, this is what I'm going to do?
I don't think I approached it the way most dancers would say that they came upon it. They would say that they took lessons ever since they were little and they loved dance all through, and I didn't do that. I was actually a late bloomer, especially to modern dance. I did dance on and off as I grew up, but I was more of a gymnast and an athlete. I really liked athletics and team sports and physical education, and that was how I got my physical workout. But as I graduated from college and didn't get much of that anymore, there's not a lot of opportunities for that for women, I really started zeroing in on dance. So yeah, I'd call myself a late bloomer. Probably not until my early 20s did I really start modern dance.
And you also got into choreography?
Yes, and that was something I really never thought of myself as. I really thought of myself as a teacher and a dancer first. And because I became a teacher at County College of Morris, you must choreograph when you're a teacher for the students, and I started that way. And it's become actually my biggest love, choreography, more than performing.
Really?
Maybe more than teaching. It all comes together, but yeah, choreography gives you something that nothing else gives you. It gives you that creative outlet.
It's something I never could imagine how a choreographer, do you actually write down what the other people, is there some kind of notation that you create that tells people how to move their bodies?
There can be, and there does exist actually a standard form called lab notation, but I think each choreographer does their own thing, which makes dance the medium that's really hard to pass on. Colleen, actually, when she choreographed Z-Brain, came up with it so spontaneously. It was actually an assignment. Maybe Colleen wants to talk about this instead of myself.
Ah, she's back.
Yes, she's back.
And dressed in blue now.
Choreography comes to you in a lot of different ways. Sometimes you hear a piece of music that inspires you and you just have to dance to it, or you have an idea. In the case of Z-Brain, it was an assignment for class, and we were supposed to bring music in to go with our movement studies, and I forgot the assignment. I had no music. The teacher had just given this major speech on being disciplined for class, and she called my name, and I got up there, and I had nothing. I didn't even have a Madonna cassette in my bag. And it was just, I just thank goodness. And I just started talking because it's all I had. So that was one of those rare occasions where it just worked.
it's not usually that easy. I mean, usually it takes much more process of choosing music or choosing not to use music, or choosing
What
a
kind of
composer to make music for you. So you
Mhm.
can either choreograph once you get the music, or choreograph first and then hope that a composer will work with you to put the music on top of the movement.
Well, you're about to do a piece with a composer who has been on our show, Todd Collins of Over the Edge, and maybe we should go ahead and introduce that piece.
Okay.
The piece is called Black and Blue, and the piece of music was called
Testimonial.
Testimonial by Todd Collins and performed by Over the Edge. So I think we're ready to see this, yes?
Okay.
Very nice. So did the two of you choreograph that together, or how does that work?
Colleen,
This one I did.
master of this one.
You did that one. And then do you show Joanne what you want to do in a case like this physically?
Again, it always depends on the piece. This is one where you're in the car and you hear the music and you see the dance in your head and you come in and you go, this, and this, and sometimes it comes out of your head and translates well, and sometimes, no, that's physically impossible. But this one kind of worked like that. And I had worked on some of the movements before. But sometimes it's a joint effort where you're working on it in the studio.
There's not a lot of choreographers that can work together. We're both choreographers in different ways. And
I see.
There's actually not a lot of people who could direct a company together either. Colleen and I.
Worse than parenting a child.
It's like parenting a child, even worse, you're right. We just work well together. We work a lot together. We teach together at County College of Morris, and we do the company together, and somehow it works. It does.
Well, that's great. I want to thank you for dealing with the limitations of our studio. I know you've been good sports about it's a limited amount of space, and you kind of had to squeeze things in.
It's why we don't have the other four with us.
Yeah.
Yes, there's two other
Yes,
men.
the
and two
company
other
is a
women.
much bigger company,
Mhm.
and I've seen them perform as a group. They do a lot of very interesting things that we just don't have enough space to show here. So go out and see them. We should give your telephone number for Beyondance. There it is, 201-691-1856. Call that number, and you can get on the mailing list to find out where Beyondance will be performing. You do a regular thing every year at Waterloo Village.
Summer residency. with
Summer
classes,
residency.
About 4 days of classes. We culminate in a concert every end of June. And usually a New York season every year.
Every year.
And County College of Morris is our home base in a sense. We do rehearse there and do maybe a major performance there once a year also.
And you teach classes there.
And
Yes.
yeah, we have a dance major program, and we're in charge of that.
Great. Okay, we're going to take a little break for a public service announcement, and we'll be back on Horses Sing None of It with Beyondance. Oh. Howdy folks, Ralph Litwin here. We've been doing Horses Sing None of It for almost about 2 years now, and we hope you're enjoying it. I'd like to publicly thank and acknowledge the regular volunteers who've been contributing their time to producing this program. Rich Modzaleski, our director, Kathleen Tilton, our graphics lady, Paul Tomasic, our sound man, and some of our regular camera people are Stan and Lupe Bush, and Don Preziosi, Lisa Stewart, Barbara Birchie, and there are many other people who have come and helped us on long and short-term basis. We want to thank them all. And we hope that you'll give us a call or write to us and let us know that you've been enjoying the show or what you think about it. And we're going to flash the name and number. You can call us or write. And thank you very much for watching Horses Sing None of It. Dance is here with us, and I'm going to sing a little song here of my own composition, and I don't know if they get inspired, they may come out and dance or make fun of me or I don't know what. But this is called Happiness is a Choice, inspired by a book by Barry Neil Kaufman. Oh, it was difficult to believe till I found it could work for me. Listening to my inner voice, I found that happiness is a choice. Oh, let me tell you now, it used to be my emotions would just come over me. I felt so out of control until I remembered it was a role I learned when I was 3. Back then it worked pretty good for me, till I decided to forget the fact that it was all just an act. Oh, it was difficult to believe until I found it could work for me. Listening to my inner voice, I found that happiness is a choice. For you, I may feel unhappy, I write this song, of course, though your choices may be many. I used to feel I could not cope. Oh, it was difficult to believe until I found it could work for me. Listening to my inner voice, I found that happiness is a choice. For those who may feel unhappy, I write this song of hope. Though your hand is and may be miserable, I used to feel I could not hope. We are each our own expert. We write our own tragedies plot. We can remember what makes us miserable and remember what we forgot. Oh, it was difficult to believe until I found it could work for me. Listening to my inner voice, I found that happiness is a choice. And when you're feeling better, it will help all those you know. So help yourself and help the world, let the joyfulness flow. Oh, it was difficult to believe till I found it could work for me. Listening to my inner voice, I found that happiness is a choice.
Thank you, ladies.
We were going to make a grand debut at the end, and then you ended.
Oh, did
So-
you have it all figured out and I ended too soon?
It took us the whole song to figure out the one little thing we were going to do.
Oh, shall I play the end of the
No,
song?
it's okay.
We thought maybe you could dance with us.
Yes, well,
What do you think?
I think that could be arranged. It's a little known fact that I was in an improvisational dance troupe in Madison, Wisconsin in 1968 when I was a freshman there. And we had lots of fun.
They have a great dance program up there.
Yes, I didn't have a full experience of it because I dropped out soon after that. But I certainly enjoyed my time with that troupe. We had one grandiose performance where it took place in a sort of a church-like environment, and we decorated it with all kinds of hanging, big banners and stuff hanging down from the balconies, and it was very 60s. Anyway, we had a good time. So we thought we would take this out. I want to thank you for being on the show and sharing your dance with us
Thank
and
you for
our
having
viewers. And we're going to do a little improvisational dance to a piece of mine that's on my album. The album is called Makes My Heart Feel Happy, and the piece is Do You Dig That Hot Jazz Sound? With all kinds of musician friends of mine playing along. So I'm going to unplug my mic now, and thank you all for tuning in, and thanks for being on the show again.
Thank you.
And let's give the number again for Beyondance if you want to call them, get on the mailing list, and then you'll be able to see a live performance where they actually do their whole big production numbers. 201-691-1856 for Beyondance. All right,
Yeah.
let's roll that CD and dance our crazy feet off.
All right, pick a starting position. Everybody has to pick a starting.
Pick a step. An interesting step.
Don't adjust your TV set, that static is on purpose. Do you dig that hot jazz sound? Where the music makes your mind whirl around. It's to that crazy beat, makes me wanna stomp my feet. Do you dig that funky noise that thrilled them girls and boys? It
wackadoo. It'll make you shake and moan. Play the fool, shut your ball. A Lindy Hop and truck on down and cakewalk all over town. You guys are relaxing.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Larry, you know, this simple exercise can help you stay healthy, which keeps medical costs down.
But you gotta do it every day, Vince. Or you'll get out of shape fast.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
It may not look like it, but you're watching the future of the Earth pass by. Because many of these products are made from materials you've been recycling. But to keep recycling working, you need to buy products that say, made from recycled materials. For all those next in line, it would mean the world to them.